Hello students, welcome to Smart World, a school of complete education, and today we are going to discuss about a topic, be a good speaker. Right. So let us go ahead and read about this topic. Be a good speaker. You know what we have learned, be a good listener a day ago. So now we are going to learn about be a good speaker. Some people are good speakers, some are shy, some speak easily with their friends and relatives, but become nervous in front of a big audience. What about you? It is important to be able to speak well, and if you make up your mind, it is not very difficult to do so. So, here, you have seen many good speakers, orators who just speak very well without any flaw, without any mistake. Some of them are shy. They just fear to speak. How can I speak? How can I speak like this? And some speak easily, some speak wow, smoothly with their friends and relatives. But when they have to just stand, when they have to just make them stand and speak for an audience, they just fear it out. Just they fear out that how can I speak? So in which category do you lie? It is important to be able to speak well. It's very important that you should speak well because listening skill and speaking skill are the best thing. You can convey your words, convey your sentences to everyone. If you are rude, no one will be going to listen your voice. But if you are very polite, you are a good speaker, you can convey, then you are a good speaker, and you have make your mind to become even good listener and good speaker. And if you decide in your mind that yes, I will become a good speaker, then there's nothing difficult for you to do. Now remember these few things when you speak. So remember these points when you are speaking. So first, speak clearly, don't mumble. Look at the person or persons when you talk to them. So speak clearly, without any walk, without any like, yes, how will be someone judging me? Don't panic, speak clearly. Don't mumble, don't speak quietly without opening mouth don't like you shouldn't do such thing. Don't mumble, you have to speak clearly. Look at the person or persons when you talk to them. So when you're speaking, you should maintain an eye contact. This is one of the good features for a good speaker. You should not be too loud or too soft, or too fast or too slow. So you should not be so much loud that someone's eardrum will affect it, and you should not be too soft like everyone is sleeping. You should be fast. You shouldn't be so much fast like what you speak. No one can catch it out, and you shouldn't be slow like a tortoise. Be polite and be pleasant. Be polite means if you are speaking something, you should show respect and pleasant in your voice. Like you should be friendly in your voice. Give a thought to the other's person feeling and interest. You should give others person's thought and feeling and respect their words too. T-O-O-2. When you now when you take part in a discussion, if you're discussing, then this is also a quality of a speaker. How should you discuss a topic? Don't keep talking all the time. Let others speak. You are not the one person. If you are sitting in a discussion panel, you should give everyone right that they should speak. Show interest in what others say and listen carefully. What other is saying, And listen carefully and with interestingly, yes, you want to hear their voice. When you agree with others or like their ideas, do tell them. Yes, when you are agreeing with their point, then do tell them, yes, I agree with your point. Yes, I agree with your ideas. Do share your own thoughts and ideas with other. So you have to share your ideas, your thoughts with other, because it is an interaction what you thought of. If you do not understand something, ask for an explanation politely. When you are like, when you can't understand something, like, yes, I'm not able to understand this sentence, then ask politely, can pardon me, I can't understand. Can you speak again? Or can you explain me this line what you have tell what you have told? Use polite words and expression when you want to interrupt someone, when you disagree with someone, or when you seek explanation and give them. So you should have to use polite, friendly word that no one should be heartened by your word. No one should be hurt by your word, disheartened by your word. So and don't interrupt when you are someone speaking. You don't have to interrupt. You have to listen carefully. But when you want to interrupt, use polite word. You should use friendly word. And when you have to disagree with that person, you should also use polite word and expression and get an help for an explanation. When you want an explanation for that topic that is being going on, you should have to speak politely with them. Now, when you want to give a speech, this is one of the best thing. Yes, that makes you even bolder. If you're giving a speech, some point you should remember it. Plan your speech in advance. Of course, when you want to give a speech, you should plan. You should make a idea. You should make that which words you are going to speak. In advance means yes, earlier you have to make before, or you have to make a speech before you want to present it. Note the points and arrange them properly. Note all the point and arrange them properly one by one, so that it is in order. Rehearse the speech in your mind and go ahead, and then practice it thoroughly in your mind, and then go ahead to speak. These are the few points for you to become a good speaker. You can say, if you want to give a speech, like you have seen speech of in Hindi, if I want to tell you, you have listened to speak of PM Narendra Modi and many others. You'd be very glad to listen their speeches. They are formally in Hindi, and they just take an viewers feel interest on all these things. So does it work for you? Things to do? Just do it and understand it. Less the pardon is for like pardon word is used for like this. I'm unable to hear, ma'am or sir. Can you please speak? Or you can say, excuse me, sir or ma'am. Excuse me, not used, but pardon is used to say, I'm not able to hear. Can you speak again? Things what you want. Things about what you do, and you must learn to do when you speak. Make a list of such do's and don'ts for yourself. Like do's what you write. So when you want to become a good speaker, you have to write do's and don'ts. Do's may be polite, speak clearly, don't interrupt. If you want to interrupt, be polite with them. Practice words, speak English, and don't be so loud. Don't interrupt again and again. And use polite, don't use harsh word, don't use bad words, etc. are don'ts. So thank you, class.